Welcome back to Lakers News Fan Report, the place where real Lakers fans get their daily dose of excitement. And today, we're diving into something that could completely shake up the future of the purple and gold. There have been quiet whispers circulating around the league, whispers that are getting a little louder every single day. And at the center of it all is Bradley Beal. Could Beal actually end up in Los Angeles? Could we be on the verge of a blockbuster that nobody expected but everyone would talk about for years to come? Stick around, because this could get crazy. Bradley Beal made a big move not too long ago, joining the Phoenix Suns in what was supposed to be a championship-caliber super team alongside Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. On paper, it made perfect sense. But as we all know, championships aren't won on paper. The reality has been much messier. Injuries, inconsistencies, and a lack of clear chemistry have haunted the Suns all season long. And now, behind the scenes, there are growing signs that maybe, just maybe, Beal isn't as locked in with Phoenix as everyone assumed he would be. It's all still very under the radar. No official trade request. No public frustrations aired. But in the NBA, the most powerful moves usually start with whispers, not explosions. And as crazy as it might sound, some league insiders are starting to float the idea that if the right opportunity came along, Beal might be open to a new home. Fresh start. And if there's any team that can offer him the combination of market size, star power, and a shot at a title, it's the Lakers. Now, obviously, nothing with Bradley Beal will be simple. His contract is massive. We're talking about a deal that pays him north of $200 million. It's not a contract you just absorb without serious moves. But that's where things start to get interesting. The Suns are locked into an extremely expensive roster, and if their playoff run falls short again, there's going to be real pressure to make changes. A team like the Lakers, armed with players like D'Angelo Russell, Gabe Vincent, and a handful of valuable future picks, could put together a package that might be just enticing enough to get Phoenix to listen. And here's the crucial part. Beal holds a no-trade clause. That means he has complete control over where he goes. If he were to tell the Suns that the only place he's willing to waive it for is Los Angeles, Phoenix's hands would be tied. They would either have to work out a deal with the Lakers or risk keeping an unhappy star on the books for years to come. The leverage could shift quickly and dramatically. Imagine it. LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Bradley Beal, all wearing purple and gold. A new big three in Los Angeles. Beal's ability to create his own shot, his smooth mid-range game, and his catch-and-shoot skills from deep would fit perfectly alongside LeBron's playmaking and AD's dominance inside. It's not just a fantasy. It's a legitimate possibility if the dominoes start falling the right way. And when you think about the Lakers' situation right now, it makes even more sense. They're clearly in win-now mode. LeBron isn't getting any younger, and the Western Conference is as tough as it's ever been. Standing pat and hoping for internal improvement might not be enough. Bringing in a proven scorer like Beal could be the aggressive move that pushes them over the top, just like trading for Anthony Davis did back in 2019. Of course, there would be risks. Moving pieces like DLO and other rotation players would hurt the team's depth. Beal's contract could limit future flexibility. And there's always the danger that it just doesn't click the way you hope. But if you're the Lakers, with LeBron's career winding down and championship windows closing fast, isn't it worth the gamble? Isn't swinging big what this franchise is all about? And there's something else to consider. Rich Paul, LeBron's longtime agent and the head of Clutch Sports, had a history of helping orchestrate big moves behind the scenes. If Beal truly wanted to come to LA, it's hard to imagine a world where Clutch wouldn't get involved to help make it happen smoothly. You can bet that if any serious conversations are happening behind closed doors, Clutch is aware and maybe even helping guide the process. The fan reaction has been electric. Lakers fans are already lighting up social media with potential trade packages, photoshopping Beal into Lakers jerseys, and dreaming about what next season's banners might look like. Some are cautious, worried about giving up too much. Others are all in, saying it's now or never to maximize the final years of LeBron's greatness. Plus, think about how Beal could benefit from a change of scenery. In Washington, he carried the burden of being the main guy for years. In Phoenix, he's part of a crowded hierarchy. But in LA, he'd find that perfect balance, a star in his own right, but with LeBron and AD taking the primary spotlight. That could unlock a whole new level of his game, one we haven't even seen yet. And from a basketball standpoint, Beal's skill set complements what the Lakers need. They've struggled at times with perimeter scoring, especially when defenses clamp down in the playoffs. Having a guy who can create offense out of nothing, hit tough shots, and take pressure off LeBron and AD would be invaluable. Depth matters, yes, but elite shot-making wins titles. Financially, it wouldn't be easy, but it's not impossible either. The Lakers have maneuvered through tricky cap situations before. Remember when people said there was no way they could get Anthony Davis without gutting the roster? They figured it out then, and they could figure it out now. Rob Pelinka has shown he's willing to be aggressive when a real opportunity presents itself. One wild card in all of this is how the Suns' ownership reacts. Matt Ishbia has been known to make bold moves, but also emotional ones. If he feels like Beal isn't fully committed to the Suns' future, he might prefer to cut ties rather than drag things out. And if Beal specifically asks for LA, it could leave Phoenix with very little leverage to negotiate elsewhere. There's also the question of timing. If the Suns flame out early in the playoffs, the pressure to make changes will be immediate. Meanwhile, the Lakers will be evaluating their own postseason run. If they fall short again, the urgency to make a major splash will be sky high. The stars could align perfectly around draft night or early in free agency. From Beal's perspective, Los Angeles offers more than just a shot at winning. It's the exposure, the lifestyle, the legacy. Being part of the Lakers means instant relevance on a global stage. For a player who's been somewhat overlooked in his career despite huge individual numbers, the chance to wear purple and gold could be incredibly appealing. There's also a cultural fit here that can't be ignored. Beal's calm demeanor, his professionalism, and his reputation as a hard worker would mesh well with the Lakers' locker room. LeBron respects players who bring it every day, and Beal fits that mold. Chemistry matters, and Beal seems like the kind of player who could slide into the Lakers' ecosystem without causing disruption. And don't discount the importance of fresh energy. After years of heavy minutes and pressure, LeBron could use another dependable scorer to ease his load. AD could use a consistent perimeter threat to open up space inside. Beal could be the missing piece that helps extend the prime of both Lakers superstars just a little longer. We've seen it time and again. You need 3 stars to seriously compete for a title in today's NBA. Denver, Boston, Milwaukee. All the top teams have multiple guys who can take over a game. Beal could be that third guy for LA, giving them the firepower to match up against anyone, anywhere, anytime. If a deal were to happen, it would also send a clear signal to upcoming free agents and trade targets. The Lakers are not settling. They're still about building championship rosters. That could have a ripple effect, making it easier to attract quality role players willing to sign on for less to chase a ring alongside Beal, LeBron, and AD. Of course, it's a waiting game right now. Nothing happens overnight in the NBA, especially with contracts as complex as Beal's. But if history has taught us anything, it's that when momentum starts to build behind a story like this, things can escalate quickly. One phone call, one meeting, one shift in strategy, and suddenly everything changes. The Lakers' front office will have tough decisions to make no matter what. Do they prioritize continuity and chemistry? Or do they swing for the fences again, knowing the risks but also understanding the potential rewards? One thing's for sure, standing still in the NBA is often just another way of falling behind. As Lakers fans, it's exciting to even be in these conversations. This is what being a fan of a marquee franchise is all about. The drama, the intrigue, the hope that just around the corner, something big is brewing. Whether it's Beal or another superstar down the line, you can bet the Lakers will always be in the mix. At the end of the day, there's no guarantee that a deal happens. There's no official word from Beal, no bombshell report. Not yet, but that's how these things always start. Quiet talks, growing rumors, and then one day a WOJ bomb that changes everything. So don't be surprised if, in the next few weeks or months, we wake up to news that Bradley Beal is on his way to Los Angeles. The fit is there. The need is there. And maybe, just maybe, the stars are aligning one more time for the Lakers to make a historic move. But I want to hear from you. Do you think the Lakers should go all in for Bradley Beal? Would you be willing to part with key players to get him? Or would you rather stay the course with the current roster? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because this is going to be a hot topic all the way through the offseason. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a second of the action. This story is just getting started, and you're not going to want to miss what happens next.